What? Malik, get the fuck back here! What? Oh, god damn it.
Oh, dude, Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
So, you know how you can freeze all the water and stuff in that game?
Yeah.
I figured out how to do that shit.
Bullshit.
I can do it. I can freeze anything.
Fine. Okay, this beer's warm. Freeze this beer.
Alright, I can do that. Alright.
It's ice cold.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, let's go freeze a bunch of other shit.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, dude, do you have enough ice for the party?
We're totally short.
Oh, let's go make some.
Alright.
Alright, here you go. Come on, man.
Klaatu Verata Nikto!
Shit.
Yeah!
Alright, dude, let's go freeze your cat.
Oh, cat. Alright, hold on. I can take this first and we'll freeze my cat.
Alright.
Oh, I am the freeze king, taking a pee. Hold on. I can freeze anything. Welcome back. This is episode 194 of NooBTooB, a weekly independent podcast where I no longer have a penis because it fell off like a little penis sickle.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate.
Magic,
but at least you
magic powers come with consequences, kids.
You can keep it for posterity, though.
That's
you
true.
Mount it, frame it.
That's true. I can freeze anything. I'm Tomo Kozire.
I'm Yuzo Watanabe, and this week we are talking about a bunch of games. We've got Crackdown 2, Joe Danger, and of course, Prince of Persia, The Forgotten Sands. We didn't forget about it. Did not forget about it.
That's right.
Just like Alan Wake.
So let's get started with Crackdown 2, though.
New releases, though.
Oh, new releases, sorry. New releases include Dragon Quest IX, Deathspank, and the Deadliest Warrior, the game. But let's get started with Crackdown 2.
That's right. Crackdown. Woo.
Crackdown
2. Tasty, tasty agility orbs. That's what this game should be called.
Yes. So, Crackdown 2.
Crackdown 2.
Crackdown 2. So, let's start off with what we like.
Okay, agility orbs.
Agility orbs are crack.
Yeah, and they still retained it. Of course, were there 500 of them last time? I don't recall.
I feel like there were. I know that there was
200.
a lot. I don't know. I mean, I did a lot of collecting. So the agility orbs, if you guys don't know, is the whole thing is that you start off kind of a weak little pussy.
Pretty much. And
you can level up in things like explosives.
Yep, beating people up.
Yeah, physical punching, jumping,
driving.
Or I guess they call it agility driving.
Yeah.
So what happens is, for the agility, for being able to jump high, run fast, whatever, you go around the city, collect 500 of these orbs that are just sitting on top of random shit, and it's like crack.
And
it really is.
The genius of this design is that it's kind of like the old platformers, like back in the day, right? You see this area, you're like, I can't go there because I am not powerful enough.
Right.
But then after you collect, about 100 of the first agility orbs, all of a sudden you can reach the other ones and the other ones. So there's this constant. I don't know what it is. It's magic. It's crack. But like this is, they've nailed it.
Well, and you'll be on the middle of another thing, right? Like that's what kills me is you go to a new part of the city and you're on a mission. You need to get to one here, and you're like, bing. Green spot over there. You're like, oh, I'm going to get that. And you get on top of a building, you look, and all you see is like 30 more. You're like, ah!
And let me guess, did you pretty much go after agility?
Oh, of course.
Did you even do any missions whatsoever?
It took me a while to get into the mindset of doing missions, because I kept trying to do missions, then I get distracted until finally the city started getting empty enough that it wasn't, like once they start to thin out a little bit, then you can concentrate more on the main game.
So basically you're saying if you see a rich vein of agility,
I'm following
there, you're
it.
like, I'm going everywhere.
I'm going after, I'm going to jump. And the cool thing is like you level up and suddenly you can jump 30 feet, you can jump 40 feet, you're jumping on top of huge buildings. And what's really cool is you start doing things where it's like you've got rocket launchers and you jump 30 feet up above people and fucking hammer death down from above.
And I think they do a really good job with agility orbs, but all the other ones, because you can level up all the other ones. You can level up driving and all that, but it just doesn't make me feel like it doesn't have that rush. You know what I mean? Because a lot of things they do is when you shoot a lot and you kill people, then you open up more guns. So that's kind of the reward mechanism.
Right.
But not like your guns are like more powerful. At least I can't tell. Maybe
you start getting better ones. So it's just like you can get a Gatling machine gun, or you can get a heat-seeking missile launcher, or you can get other stuff. So you do start to get cooler weapons. But this is one of my complaints about getting the weapons is that it'd be kind of cool if you took something like Just Cause 2, where you could call a helicopter at any point, and
you can.
No.
In Crackdown 2?
No, you had to go to those spots to pick up.
I see. So you want to do that anyway.
Yeah, because
the
thing is the world is really, really, really big. And a lot of times, I'll be shooting some shotgun and it's empty.
Yep.
And like you go over and get some other bullshit weapon, you're like, I want a rocket launcher. Yeah. You have the right to get a free rocket launcher whenever you want, but you have to drive 10 minutes back to the agency pickup spot and get the new shit.
So you kind of want money, so you have some sort of other limitation as opposed to, I got to trudge. And this is actually one of my main complaints of this game, trudging.
Yeah.
This game is so full of it.
It is.
I mean, I don't know if Crackdown, the original Crackdown, had as much. I know it had some, right? Like, you would trudge up that one main tower.
Sure.
It took forever, but that was cool. This one, like, I would see an agility door. It's like, let me go over here. I would walk for 5 minutes all the way around a building or a mountain or something else to find the one path to that agility door. It's just like, and that's everywhere. Yeah. Everywhere you look. And it's just obnoxious.
I think that a lot of what we liked about Crackdown is that it was so innovative and new that we were a lot more forgiving, whereas in this one, so what they did is they took, not much has changed, except parts of it got worse, right? So it's just like, they took the things, so what I really liked about the first one is you'd level up and level up and level up, and there's all these gang bosses, and the gang bosses own parts of the city, and you'd go, and it's just like, if you ran into the gang boss base, you'd get killed, and then you'd be like, I'm going to go level up my jumping so I can jump up behind his base, sneak in, kill the boss, and you've got this progression. You're like, I am defeating the gangs that own the city, and I'm powering up to get better at defeating the gangs that own the city.
Yeah, there was a sense of, minor sense of story or something like that, right? There's some sort of framing and network, but I couldn't find one in this one.
Because the problem is that the main story in this one is fighting zombies. Yeah. And fighting zombies, you do that by calling down a probe.
You're not even that yet, because first for every area, you have to turn on 3 different probes, and you have to find your way there, and it's that stupid bullshit of, I gotta walk all the way around for the one way to get up there.
Right.
And did you understand the mechanic? One thing, like, you have to get to him, kill all the guys around it, and stand on something for like
to stay on the platform.
2 minutes.
Right.
But you've killed everybody around the platform.
So there's no challenge. What? Yes. What? Exactly.
So are you supposed to go there and sit on it while you're being attacked?
I don't know.
I don't get it.
There's lots of those elements where it didn't feel polished. Like, you're just, because I did exactly what you said. I'd go and I'd murder everyone.
Yeah, why not?
And it was just like, you'd sit down and it's like charging, boom, 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 1%, 2%. You're like, there's no game here. I am standing. It's not like I'm, like they're sending more enemies and I'm fighting them off while I'm trying to activate the base. No.
I bet my guess is they probably had that, and then people were dying so much. They're like, let's just turn that off. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Doug over there, who's the intern, is just like, sorry, I can't code getting rid of them anymore.
Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. And that is kind of a constant pattern through this game, is like lack of polish, like you're saying, where they're like, fuck it, we got a ship.
Yeah.
And when you get to the point, so you activate all 3 beacons, and there's a bunch of zombies underground. You have to go and pull down a probe. And this is the key game mechanic. This is it. This is what you're fighting for. You have to do this 9 times in the game.
Oh, really? You have to do it 9 times?
Yes.
Oh, what a pain in the ass.
Yes.
That's like,
So the probe comes down, and they just send an endless horde of zombies, and it's not like before where you'd strategically enter the base and kill guys. No. It's wave upon wave of zombies.
You do have to strategically kill the zombies with a special mark who are attacking the thing, but like, whatever.
And that's it. It's just fighting off a death march, and the craziest thing, that this had to have come up in beta testing, but I don't know why, the frame rate drops.
Yeah.
So,
huge.
1,000 zombies come at you, and I'm literally hammering the fire button on the thing. I'm like, fire, 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 and he's like, boom.
I'd be jumping too. I like at the same time. Like I see the guy, I'm like, clunk.
So you're doing this. You're sitting there like in your living room. You're like moving the controller. You're like, do what I fucking say. Just do it. Just do what I'm telling you to do. And it doesn't.
No.
Because it wasn't programmed well enough. They didn't take into account all these zombies coming on screen. They didn't take into account the dropping of frame rate, the Xbox not able to process it.
And does it really help to have that many zombies? I mean, yeah, it's kind of cool, but then all of a sudden everything else kind of sucks. But it's just like, seriously, you could have cut the zombies in half.
Yeah.
It still would have been just as much not fun as with 100 other zombies, right?
Or leave the zombies out.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck zombies. Like this game, they could have just taken what they learned from Crackdown 1, make the world more elaborate, make the boss fights more elaborate,
put a story on it,
really. And have the mechanic of attacking the gang houses was fun.
I know.
It was cool. I mean, like that is what I enjoyed about it.
I mean, it feels to me like they went off and did prototypes. Like, okay, we got to do these races. We got to do this.
Zombies are cool.
Zombies are cool. We'll add that too. Now we're going to build an open world and put each element and make everybody do it 50 times.
Yeah.
And like, I seriously did not. I played the game for like 2-3 hours. I was just playing through it. I'm just like, I have done the same thing 4 times now.
Oh yeah. I'm 15 hours in. I'm doing the same stuff.
How did you play this game 15 hours?
Because it's fun. I mean, like, that's the thing is it.
Like the agility orbs are, but
yes. So that's the thing is I'm doing foot races. I'm doing agility orbs. I'm doing like you know what I mean. I'm doing.
Are you just chasing after those stupid agility orbs?
No,
because that. It's so frustrating.
So what's that all about?
Okay, so there's two different ones. So there's racing orbs, which you have to, follow a race, and the agility ones. Racing one, whatever. The agility ones, there's a special one which gives you more bonus. It's hopping around, and you're like, oh, that's interesting. I run up, and you have to start chasing it.
Yeah.
And you would fall down.
It's so not fun.
And then you have to trudge all the way
so not fun.
And see it, and it would be taunting you the entire time.
I don't want agility orbs that run away from me. Because it's not fun. Because the game, like, maybe if I was level 5 in jumping, maybe that's what it is. You don't go after the agility orbs that can move until you're fucking maxed out. Because it's so not fun to go after them when you're not that powerful.
Yeah.
So that's the thing is going through this game. I was going through and I was doing the stuff where you take over the human bases.
Yep.
And I was
it like the boss fights, basically, or
kind of. I mean, like basically, what happens is you've got. These areas that are held by people, but it's not as elaborate as the bosses were before. It's just here's a red spot on the ground, and then you step on it, and it activates a bunch of dudes trying to kill you. But as opposed to being underground like with the zombies, it's actually a real fight. So it's human. So like you're hiding behind stuff. You can do grenades. So that's the only strategy. It is. It is kind of fun.
Funish.
Yeah. So I did all the parts that I liked, and then. Occasionally I'd go and do the zombie thing. I'm like, I guess I should, open up more parts of the city.
I'm surprised like seriously, like I feel that if you get the 500th agility orb, you're going to stop playing this game.
It's true.
Are you going after the secret orbs? Because those are also a pain in the ass.
Those are tough.
And there's like 200 or 300 of them.
But I mean, those are kind of cool because you'll be running around the city and you'll see an orb and you go over and get it. I mean, like that is the part that I genuinely enjoy in this game.
Like with the hidden ones really piss me off because they put them in really random places, which of course are hidden, right?
Right.
But I would jump down an area. I'm like, I bet you there's an agility orb here. I wandered around for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't find one, and then I'd have to trudge all the way back because there's no way to call down a car. You have to go to a place to call down a car. So I'm just running, jumping, or worse yet, going to the fucking oil derrick and then swimming.
Right? I didn't do any swimming.
Oh, well, I mean, like, because I would jump off, I'd swim, I'm like, let's see how long, and I'm just like, oh, fuck, I went out too far. And, I mean, maybe I'm playing it wrong, but seriously, this game is a bunch of kind of somewhat interesting ideas, but not really well thought out, put together in an open world that was basically done in Crackdown 1.
Yes.
And just kind of jumbled together, man.
It's true. I mean, I think that Crackdown 1. Well, see, here's the thing. So I would like to say that I think Crackdown 1 is a better game. I'm not gonna quibble about that.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
if you want to play a Crackdown game, play the first one.
Yep.
I mean, they fucked up a lot of stuff. I wouldn't say that this is a terrible game. I would just say that it's a disappointing game for me because if you go around and do the collecting, it's fun, but all of the plot elements, all of the game story elements, all the progression elements are just meh or crap.
Yeah, I mean, to me, this is Crackdown, right?
Yeah, it is Crackdown.
It's seriously
Crackdown 2.
I mean,
the Electric Boogaloo.
It's like I felt like they spent a lot of time. There's 4-player co-op, I believe, 4 or 2-player, and I didn't really feel like playing with anybody because it's just like, man, I want to subject somebody else to this kind of painful bullshit. And it's interesting too because they'll actually have special orbs which you have to be with somebody else to play with, and I'm like, well, what does that unlock? It's
just more. I think it's just
more another counter that goes up from 1 to 2. And normally, I'm all about that. But not
you really
game,
hated
man.
this game. So it's just like I have complaints about it, and it's not going to be on my game of the year list or anything. Like to me, it just felt like a kind of crappily done more of the same. But I did still enjoy all the collecting and racing. I mean, like I really enjoy the rooftop races. I actually really think they're fun. I enjoy the collecting orbs.
See, like I liked it, but it's just like I feel there's so many games that have taken it to the next level. Assassin's Creed, Infamous did it way better. It's just like seriously, like look at those games. Don't look at Crackdown 1 and do it exactly the same.
You're right. I mean, that's the thing is since Crackdown came out, all these other game developers, like we've had several games that have come out where we've given them this review, which is that they come out with a sequel where it looks like these guys were locked in a box, right? These developers are in this fucking echo chamber where they're sitting there, and they read a couple reviews that their game was okay, and they're like, we can do that times 10. But meanwhile, the rest of the world is innovating. They are out there fixing shit that you did wrong. And you're right. I mean, Infamous was Crackdown on crack, right? I mean, it was like they did the rail sliding, like you could move through that world quickly. In this one, you're still running and jumping. Like there was no quick travel.
They added a good story. They added so much variety in missions. And it's just like they still had the collectathon, which gave you all these extra powers. And it's just like, that is where Crackdown should be. And
that was the next step.
And to me, I understand all the political details about this. Like basically, like a bunch of people went off. Real Time Worlds was like, okay, we want to make Crackdown 2. We want to make Crackdown 2, and like nobody said anything. So like, we're gonna make APB. And then they're saying, oh, by the way, we're going to make Crackdown 2. And a bunch of people from Real Time Worlds were like, okay, let's go make Ruffian Games.
Yeah.
And then I don't think it was the A-Team. I think the A-Team's still on. Again, we should probably review it at some point.
Yeah.
I think most of the really solid people that made Crackdown what it was is that, and kind of got this other group is just like, yeah, let's just put it together as quick as we can.
Well, what's funny is neither one of them are getting great reviews.
Is APB not?
No.
Oh, shit.
It's not getting much buzz.
I want to try it. But...
Oh, I'm totally going to try it. I mean, like you guys have been asking us about APB, and I'm definitely going to give it a shot.
Yeah, let me know, so
it's definitely neither one of them people are getting too excited about. I mean, so I can see where you're going with this review. Like, so I'm going to say rent it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, just
for the agility
for the collecting.
But why are you all about collecting now?
I've always loved collecting. Dude, Sonic. I'm not Sonic. Spyro.
Okay,
like I've always played all these. Like,
did you get all the locker keys in
Yakuza? In
Yakuza?
I was trying.
Okay,
I got a lot of fucking locker keys, man. Like, really? I was even getting those bullshit ones where you had to go into first-person mode and find the little shiny dots up around. Come on now.
So you actually left. What the first island? Whatchamacallit?
Oh, I've left.
But you left it. Collecting most of them?
I got maybe half. I mean, like there are 90, right?
Well, yeah, so I'm saying, like collecting.
You got to get all. I collect a lot of shit. I like to collect. But
I'll give you
this
that.
game, but I mean, this game is very disappointing. It really was. Like I was playing a lot of Crackdown 2 this week because there isn't much else out.
Yeah.
Like we don't really have all that much to play.
But now Dragon Quest IX come in this week and some other stuff.
I'd say rent it if you're desperate, but there's no rush.
I think there's rent. You can actually buy Crackdown 1 for like $5 or $10 at this point.
Do that instead. If you haven't played Crackdown 1, play that. It's better.
Seriously.
It's way better. So next up is...
Joe Danger. Okay, so I think this is going to be an interesting review. Joe Danger, it's basically Trials HD, more cartoony, and more forgiving. That's my general...
It's not Trials HD.
Really?
It is Tony Hawk, you asshole. That's what it is. That's what it is. Here's the story. So you're like, dude, Joe Danger's actually pretty good. Why don't you log into my PSN account and download? I'm like, okay, cool. I'm playing. Seriously, like 20 minutes into the game, I'm like, you fucking asshole. You asshole. It is Tony Hawk.
It's got elements of Tony Hawk.
What is the entire point of every level? Okay,
so the point of every level is to get to the end and follow different goals, right? Some of the goals is get to be done by a certain time, do enough tricks to score a certain number of points, collect letters that spell danger.
Dude, the obvious main focus of every level is to do tricks until your anus bleeds.
No. The tricks is only to fill your boost bar. You don't have to do that.
Yeah, but the whole thing is like you're trying to get points, and then the points unlock different shit, and the only way to do points is to do tricks.
But they're like if you look at all the goals, right? Like especially go to some of the later levels.
Yeah.
Like you actually have to get all the stars.
Yeah.
You have to do it in a certain amount of time. And like you have to do a combo the entire time. Like it has nothing to do with points. Like tricks.
Yeah.
I mean, I see what you're talking about.
I enjoyed the racing things, but seriously, like the one. So I would do things like I'd collect all the stars, I'd go through the level, and I'd get all the letters and all the. I mean, I played for a while. It's okay.
Yeah.
But the thing is every level, if I played it the way I wanted to play, a little scoreboard would come up at the end, right? And it was just like, Tobin, you got 500 points. Yuzo got 1.7 million points. Because he fucking did 70 billion spirals and, like, you hold 47 keys and he does a little, like, hold on to the handlebars and...
The funny thing is that it never occurred to me to think it was Tony Hawk until you said it. No, I'm serious. Like, really? Like, now that you say it, I'm like, holy shit. Like,
that's exactly why you like it.
Danger, skate, right? Get gold medals and then just...
Right.
Holy shit.
So I'm not going to talk more. So I'm not going to shit on it anymore. Like, what did you like about it? So, I mean, you obviously really liked it.
I liked it because it was very much like Trials HD. Right? Seriously, like...
Right.
Okay, because Trial HD had one of those things where, like, you were trying to get perfection because you could restart all the time and you want to get the various points and all that. But the thing is, like, it wasn't so much of an asshole. Like, I wasn't doing the same thing 80 times to get over, a particular difficult thing. I had to actually say, oh, well, if I'm going to do these tricks in a different way and chain them together... then like with a manual or something like that. No, seriously, like I can actually get better, and I get this rush of like, oh, I got another star. Right. Oh, I open up this another level.
Yeah.
God damn it! It's just like, you're fucking right.
Well, so here's the thing. So if you take Trials HD, which I really enjoyed, and you take so here's the thing: is Trials HD, there's no freestyling. Trials HD, I am trying to get from here to there, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to solve it. I'm trying to like find a way from A to B where it's like, you know, I need to hold my wheel at this angle to make this jump, and I need to do whatever. But my goal is like parkour. My goal is to just get to the end most efficiently as possible. This has what you like, which is where you're rewarded for the kind of like creativity of it, where it's like you chain together three things.
But
and
I don't like that. I mean, like, no, seriously, like with Devil May Cry and Bayonetta and all those games, you know, I never really get into that. And honestly, like, I do the same tricks over and over again. Right? I'm not going for style. What I'm doing is just like, well, I know if I do these 4 tricks, I get a full boost bar so that I can finish the level at a certain amount of time and all that. And for me, it's all, the thing is, like, all the stuff you're talking about, like, you know, doing this, solving it. Yeah. It actually shows up in the later levels where there's different routes. Okay. So you go to an area, you can hit either up or down, and it goes boop, boop. So you know how there's like three layers, right? Yeah. And like basically some routes have the hidden one. Some routes have all the stars, so you have to pick a different route if you want to do all that. Okay. Unfortunately, you have to play seriously like 15 levels before you get to
it starts getting
the exploration of the end-to-end track, right?
Yeah.
Probably not worth it.
Probably not going to be worth it for me. But I mean, like, so I played probably the first like 12, 13 levels.
Yeah. Oh, you just missed them.
That's I apparently just missed the creativity.
Well, because that's the thing. Like at that point, I'm actually getting bored of it. Okay. Because it's just like, oh, great. I have to like, okay, remember that I go left and then down instead of down then left next time I go through this, and it's just it's a little tedious. But for $15, I mean, it's a good time to me because like it has all the leaderboards where like I'm playing and I see Tobin at this 500 points. I'm like, what? Like seriously, 15 million points? Like seriously? Seriously, Tobin?
You must just like you must like going to the park and like going to the gymnasium and like some little kid goes across the handlebars and you're like, punk bitch, you're so slow. Like the pick on little retarded kids.
Well, hey man, when they get to turn 12 or something like that, at that point they can beat me. So it's just like true. You gotta take it where you can get it. So Joe Danger, I think for $15, it's fun. It's got all the joy. I feel like it's a better game than Trials because Trials, like seriously, like. You get to the middle half of the game, it gets ridiculously hard.
Trials, it gets stupid hard, for sure.
Dumb hard, yeah. It's just, so.
I did not in any way enjoy this
just because, like, Tony Hawk, dude, you're going to hate Shaun White skateboarding.
I'm not!
You are!
I am not!
I'm not totally going to hate it.
No!
You're going to be like, I'm going to hit 5 million points to get to the next area to spray paint something, right?
No, I've seen the demo videos. The whole thing is about, like, drawing the track and getting the next area. Like, I really hope that Shaun White is much more like Jet Set Radio.
Jet Set Radio doesn't have scores that unlock things. And this one has tricks. You've seen it where you go like, front side blunt and like, super whatever, crossbone.
I know.
It has it in there, so they're going to use it to reward you, and you're not going to want to do that shit.
We'll see. I mean, like from everything I've seen of the videos of Shaun White skateboarding, I think it looks badass. Because the thing is it's very much about kind of like it has the same stuff that the Blob had, where you're kind of like coloring in a world and like you're getting percentage
like
complete
Okami.
And Okami, all these things where it's like you're kind of filling in a world, and I like that sense of achievement.
Huh, interesting. So it's like some like Epic Mickey and some of the other ones. You really want to see that sort of world changing.
I do. I like that.
To me, it's like I thought the exploration would really be the thing for you. Where you're like, I'm making my own rails basically.
Yeah, I mean, like I like that being the goal of like I like starting with something like I love that where they start a world and it's all fucked up and by the end I've put everything in its place. Not that I'm anal.
So you're a little OCD.
A little bit OCD. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But anyway, so I hope you're wrong about Shaun White.
I'm just saying, if they have it in the game, they're going to use it.
You're right.
Let's just hope they make it so that people that don't want to do tricks can still progress.
I'm hoping.
So whoever's developing that game, listen to this guy.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not done yet. I'm sure you could go back and change all those mechanics because I didn't like them.
Well, no, just have a little Tobin switch.
Yeah, that's right. Just like tricks are irrelevant now. It's like the easy. It makes it all easy now.
Yeah.
It's just hold a button and your scores goes up.
Yeah, you basically need a Jet Set Radio button, which is like, you don't need any of this shit. All you're doing is exploring.
That's all I want. That's all I want in life. So next up is Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands.
Yeah, so this came out a while back.
Yes.
I noticed it didn't really get as much press as I thought. I thought it was going to be like, because remember how much press the reboot Prince of Persia got with all the different styles? It was huge.
Yes.
And we didn't like the game.
We despised it.
No.
So their whole goal in this one is they're like, we're going back to Sands of Time, and which everybody really liked, and they're like, we're going to go back to these mechanics that you guys liked. We're going to make a new game.
Yeah.
And they came out with it, and for some reason, I honestly I don't read that many game reviews because I like to keep my mind fresh for NooBTooB.
Yeah.
But people weren't even talking about it.
I know.
It just kind of disappeared into the ether.
And I don't understand why, because they had a movie tie-in associated with it. And granted, the guy looked nothing like, what's his face?
Yeah.
But I
think that was Jake Gyllenhaal's voice in the game.
No way.
I think it was.
Are you kidding me?
It sounded like him.
Why would they use his but not his face?
Because it was all crappy and because he can't do an accent to save his life. Like I think if they had gotten a real
Persian,
a Persian, it would have sounded more realistic. As opposed to oh Malik, I wish that I was Persian so I could follow you about the castle. Tra-la-la.
Yeah, Malik sounded British in a lot of things. This is ridiculous.
So I think this game's fun. I really do.
I thought it actually sucked a lot until you got the mechanic to freeze water.
Yeah, it starts really slow. You're right.
I mean, it's good. What, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours?
Easy.
You're playing through, and it's basically the prince comes home. You're in this amazingly huge palace, with tons of moving swords and all that stuff, and shit happens.
Yeah.
But
you live in a large trap. You live in the world's largest trap, where it's like, I gotta go take a piss. Let me walk down this hall. Blades,
you gotta wall run, and you gotta
fucking the ground has spikes coming out of it. You're just like, I just wanted a midnight snack.
Yeah, the toilet has a swinging.
I know. Stop! Who made this place?
Real Frank Lloyd, whatever.
Yeah, Frank Lloyd wrong. Yeah.
But it's like they have all this stuff, and I'm just like, okay, I can kind of get it. You're doing the old Sands of Time. Right. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
But the combat is bullshit.
Yes.
It is some of the worst combat in a action adventure that I've seen.
It's blah. The combat is very blah. It's just kind of button mashy, and it's really not very challenging. It's just something you have to get through.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of enemies come, and you're like, I'm going to push this button until they go away.
Yeah, basically. And I can hold it down, and they might go a little quicker, or I might die.
Yeah.
One of the two.
One of the two is going to happen.
Yeah.
So the combat is one of my complaints.
Yeah, huge. They make you do a lot of it.
Yeah, they do. They do, especially at the beginning. But like you said, what happens is you finally get to this point where it's like, so for one thing, every time you kill people, you get experience points. You can unlock a special ability.
That was nice, actually. I liked it. Fortunately, it's like, let me get more better combat abilities.
Right.
So I can finish them quicker.
Yes,
basically.
that's true.
But yeah.
So you get more life. You get special magic. You get freezing abilities. You get this other stuff.
Really similar to the Assassin's Creed one, I noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then what happens is you start to get these abilities where you can freeze, you can rewind time, where you can freeze water.
It took a while to get the rewind time
It does.
I'm just like, seriously, like, what? This is Prince of Persia.
Yes.
I have sands. Right. I guess I didn't get him yet.
So once you get to things being unlocked, then all of a sudden the game is just platformer crack.
And it's really good. Like the water freezing element is genius.
I love it.
It's really good. So explain how does it work?
So the cool thing about the water freezing is that there's a lot of timing-based puzzles where it's like when you pull the trigger, all the water in the world freezes. If there's a waterfall, it becomes a wall. If there's a fountain, it becomes a solid so you can swing and loop off of it. But a lot of times you'll need to get from here to there, and there's like a fountain and a waterfall, so you'll be doing things where you jump on, you freeze the water, you're swinging on it, and then you jump, unfreeze it, go through the waterfall that becomes water, refreeze it, and grab the fountain on the other side. So you're doing like just this ballet with your fingers.
It's this element of timing as well as the other one, and then you can always go back. They still have the sense of time.
Yeah.
I don't know if I liked it so much where now you have these 5 or 6 or whatever, however many times you can use it. Right? This is one of the biggest flaws of the game besides the beginning of it, is that I would do some crazy tricks. I'd be jumping here, I'd be doing something, and then I'd die. I'd rewind time, and I'd be put to the place right before I died.
Oh.
That happened to me so many times.
Interesting.
And I would actually have to use 3 time reversals to get back to the time where I didn't die.
You know, one of the things I was leveling up was you can rewind time farther. I think because
are you kidding?
I think that was one of them.
I know you can get more blocks.
Oh, that's probably what it was because you can last longer.
Yeah.
So I honestly didn't have that problem. Like I was finding that I would do something and I could tell as soon as I jumped that I'd fucked up. I'm like, hold on.
Oh, see, I would wait till I died. I'm looking at it. I'm like, fuck. I'd hit it.
And then you hit the button.
I hit it. He'd rewind time, right? And he'd be like,
he's got 1 foot off over the pit of death.
He'd be like, are you fucking kidding me? Seriously, I was playing last night, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking complain about this. Seriously, it happens more often than not, and maybe it's because I wait too long.
Yeah, maybe.
But seriously, he's like, wow, and he's crumpled on the ground, and then I hit it.
So, as soon as you fall, hit the button. Hit the fuck up button.
I just want to see if sometimes you survive.
You never survive. You do. You're like, maybe I'll make it. Good, I landed on the ledge.
There's 2 times where like I was actually going and like I fell and he was like, ugh. And I'm like, oh, okay, you survived.
Wow.
Unfortunately, I had to run all the way through 4 rooms to get back to the top.
Still better to rewind. As soon as you fall, just rewind.
So I'll try that next time.
So basically what happens is you end up getting more and more of these cool abilities. Like you probably haven't played as far as I have, but so you get the rewinding time, you get the ability to freeze water.
Yep.
Then you start the most recent one that I got is this cool thing where you jump in the air, and if there's enemies way over there, you can teleport. So you basically, so now what they do is huge long jumps. So you'll jump off a cliff, and way over there's a skeleton. You hit this button, he fucking flies all the way over, tags the skeleton, and then so then the worlds get more and more elaborate.
I'm gonna say something.
What's that?
Deadly fucking creatures.
Deadly Creatures did invent that move.
I'm just saying, everybody is.
You're right. It was the Tarantula Leap.
That's right. Or the Wolverine something.
The Pounce.
Pounce. Yeah.
You're right.
Wow, that's hilarious.
All of gaming innovation comes back to Deadly Creatures. This is the font.
The tarantula.
Yes, this is the mothership of all innovation is Deadly Creatures.
Hilarious. So that's good. That's great. So they actually add puzzle elements to doing. Wow.
So the more I play, the better it gets.
Yeah, it's like one of those weird, like, fine wine sorts of thing about this game. Because seriously, like, I was playing it, I'm just like, wow, I don't want to play this game anymore. It's just getting more and more annoying. And then freezing water, I'm like, something clicked in my head. I'm like, whoa. And I'm doing the wall jump on freezing water.
Yep. And you start to explore these levels where it's like you'll run up a plate and the plate will move these other plates and you're running across those and they're timing based and it's just...
And they're long, too. It's like you actually have to do, like... It's weird, too, because it's almost Tony Hockey in that in that aspect where where you're actually doing something... Because you actually have to do, your time, all your moves, do all this other stuff. Granted, you're not doing slides, but you're just doing everything else.
Right.
And it gets fun.
It does. It absolutely does.
Except for the fighting.
Yeah, so that's what's happening. Is like I'll do all these awesome platforms, and like flipping up and jumping and like running across, teleporting, doing all this stuff, and all of a sudden they'll be like 70 zombies. I'm like, can I get back to the platforming?
It's like, kill.
I don't want to do this.
And then you die, which is really annoying. And sometimes they'll make you do all the platforming again to get to it. So I think some of the save elements could use a little work.
Yeah.
I didn't like the voice acting. It's pretty bad.
I really do think it was Jake Gyllenhaal. Now I'm going to check that on IMDb when we're done with this.
Well, Malik was the guy that really annoyed me, but but everybody does actually.
So my 2 complaints were the first one you mentioned, which is the combat.
Yep.
The second one is linearity. The game is completely and utterly linear.
Yeah.
So
weren't all those Prince of Persias for the most part?
I feel like if you go way, way, way back to the original Prince of Persia, that was like a world where there was different paths.
Oh, and it was amazing. It was awesome. But I think when they did Sands of Time, I thought it was pretty linear at that point.
I think it was.
Okay.
I'm just saying that it's a complete. Like I feel like you could have taken the Prince of Persia mechanics and made the level exploration something like Metroid, where you're returning and then doing you get an ability that lets you get to a different area,
like Prince of Persia.
What?
The one right before this one.
Oh yeah,
right. It was open. Seriously, it was open world.
You're right.
And you could take different paths.
That's true.
The combat sucked.
It was awful. Yeah.
And the platforming was actually too easy. I think that was a big complaint about that.
Yeah.
Right?
Gosh, maybe you're right. Maybe they made it more linear because people hated the last one. They thought that's what they hated. Like that is not what we hated about it. Having an open world was not what we hated about that last game.
Yeah, and what's weird too is like I know so many people that are uber like diehard fans of that game.
Yeah.
And they say, I guess the combat was bad. Like,
really? So they're just like, "There's fantastic."
Yeah, it was one of the best games of the year, and I just like, why? And like, I'm saying the combat sucked, and it's like, they're like, yeah, and I'm like,
but what was good?
And then like the platform was really easy. You just hit one button, you do everything. You're like, yeah, and I'm like, okay,
maybe that's what they're looking for in a game. So so the linearness of it is a more minor complaint for me because the point is it's platforming crack. So. Ratchet and Clank, a lot of those. Well, actually, that's not linear, but there's other platforming games like even Mario, whatever. Like those are relative. Yeah, like Mario Galaxy, right? That is fucking linear as hell, and we loved it.
Well, linear. I mean, you could choose different worlds whenever you want.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like the path through the level was a path.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So. That's a minor ding. The combat is a major ding, but
combat, voice acting, but everything else, and it takes a little while to get going.
It does. It takes too long to get going, but it's really worth it. Like I genuinely think that this game is great.
I think it's a good game.
Yes,
it's a thumbs up. But I'm going to say rental.
Oh, I say rental too.
Okay.
Because there's no multiplayer. I mean, like you're gonna sit down. You're gonna go through this game in about 12 hours.
Couple of days, right? For the most part, yeah.
So I mean, you can rent this game for a week and you can beat it and you'll have a good time. But I mean, it's not. I don't think that you'd ever play it again. No. So I wouldn't say it's really worth buying, but definitely go rent it.
Absolutely.
For sure.
And and the thing is, it's been so long now, it's probably discounted.
Yeah,
at this point.
True.
So good luck for you guys.
Don't tell us we know that it's old.
Crackdown isn't, though.
No, Crackdown's new. Shut up.
And next week we're going to have a couple of new games and maybe 1 or 2 old games.
Yeah, a lot of people. So this isn't on our new releases list, but a lot of people have been like, "Hey guys, make sure that you play Singularity."
Oh, that's right.
It is on the list.
Yes.
So we're reviewing Singularity next week.
Right?
Shh.
No. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I totally beat it.
So I hated it. So we'll definitely go through it.
We'll review next week.
New releases.
Yes.
Good week to me.
Yes.
Sounds like a good week.
Yes.
We're starting out with, as of Sunday.
Was 2/3 of a good week.
2/3.
So the first one up is Dragon Quest IX.
Yeah, so it's been out for a week by the time you guys see this.
Yep.
I've already played a few hours.
Mm-hmm.
You started a little bit.
I've played a couple hours.
It's really JRPG.
It totally is. It's
It doesn't bother me that much, which is weird.
Yeah, honestly, I am basically just starting the real gameplay. Like, I've played through the first hour and a half of story.
Oh,
I haven't
there's a
gotten
lot,
to the game yet, so I can't say anything yet.
Yeah, so I've been playing a fair bit, and again, we'll do a full review, but it's just it's a JRPG.
It is hella old school.
So JRPG, but
yes.
For some reason they have some sort of magic pixie dust.
Yeah.
In it that is just it keeps me wanting to play.
That's cool.
And not only that, I can feed my baby at
Yeah.
the same time and go like that, and that's
you tweeted a picture of that.
I know.
You tweeted a picture of that where it's just your hands playing the game
right
and
here.
small child asleep on your chest.
See, that's where he sleeps. He will not sleep in his crib or anywhere else, but
on your chest.
The moment he's there, he's
wow.
drooling, and I'm just whatever. I can play a game.
Yeah.
So it works for me.
Maybe I should try that. I'm sleepy.
No, stay away!
I'm so sleepy.
Yeah, a girl there. And then there you go.
So the thing with this is that a lot of people don't know this, but the big... Well, I guess we could talk more about the social aspect of it next week when we do the full review.
Who do you know that has it besides me?
Nobody.
So we should actually probably try it.
I was going to ask you to bring it down today so we could... Damn it!
Okay, so... We'll play 10 minutes of multiplayer before we record next week's show.
The trick with this is the reason why that this basically has dropped the birth rate in Japan and caused virginity to spike is because everyone in the world is playing this game because you can multiplayer with other people, but even crazier still, you can close the lid and walk around all day, and if you walk next to other people that have the game, you'll get items and shit. You'll get friends to play in your party, you'll get new maps.
You get quests and stuff?
Yes, you get new dungeons from other people.
How does that work?
I don't know.
Because I even heard you actually had to go to certain areas. I guess it depends on the Wi-Fi that's
yes,
area. And
I've heard about that.
They use the MAC address of the... Seriously.
Japan is fucking crazy.
Oh, my God.
Your people are awesome.
Hey! Of course, it's not my people since I was born here, but whatever. I'm sure it's in my genes.
That's right. Your genealogy is cool.
But yeah, so I'm real excited about it. Hopefully we get to play some of the multiplayer stuff. It really makes me sad that this doesn't have Wi-Fi.
So when I bought the game, GameStop gave me a handout that said, hey, everybody come here on July 31st. GameStop globally, or in the U.S., is having an event where everybody goes to GameStop, hangs out there, and does the multiplayer stuff at every GameStop in the country. July 31st.
That's a good filming moment, I think, of just virgins.
You're right.
All over the place.
You're right. So we should get some footage of that. And if you guys go to this event, please get some footage of it and send it back into us, because we can compile a NooBTooBers Play Dragon Quest IX sort of video thing.
Yeah, who they meet. Cool.
Yes.
So you actually go to the forums. We'll probably have a thread, a sort of GameSpot meetup.
Yeah.
Or something like that. That'd be actually cool.
For sure.
Yeah.
So next up is Deathspank.
Yeah, so this came out a couple of days ago.
Right.
I have not had a chance to try it out yet, but it's a new game by Ron Gilbert.
Yes.
We haven't seen shit from him for
Ron
a long
Gilbert
time.
was one half of the team that did Secret Monkey Island.
Yes, funny guy.
Funny guy.
Hilarious guy.
Yeah. So this just came out. I grabbed it right away. I didn't even... I
didn't do the trial?
I did, actually.
Oh.
So I did the trial,
good.
and I played long enough, and then it was just hey, man, you would have unlocked something right now if you had the game. I'm like, I'll take it.
Okay.
So...
$15.
$15. So far, it's really fun.
What kind of game is it, though? Is it action, adventure?
I would say the closest thing that it is Diablo.
Really?
It's very, very similar to Diablo.
Randomly generated dungeons?
I think that it's all fixed, but there's a lot of kind of...
go here, quest, go down.
Exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
And there's a lot of hilarity in terms of the items that you collect are funny and the conversations are funny.
So, see, that's the worry I have, because we played Brutal Legend, and it was hilarious for about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it just went away, because I feel like he didn't have enough time to really do a lot of the dialogue and the various things.
Yep.
Do you see that a problem in this game?
We got to play it. We got to play it. We'll see.
So far,
it's hilarious. So far,
awesome.
It's good all the way through, and the aesthetic is awesome. It really grabs you. It's a world that you just ooh. I want to go over here. Yeah.
It's cool. It seems a little cartoony when we saw it at a PAX. So cool.
We'll review it next week. And then last up is Deadliest Warrior, the game.
So this is a show on Spike, and my understanding, I have not seen the show. I'm only going off of what I read on Wikipedia. It's a show where they go and do historical analyses of various badasses in history, like Spartans, ninjas, samurais, pirates.
Right.
And they imagine if one were to fight against the, I don't know, something like that. That's my guess.
Yeah.
So that's what this game's all about.
Right. And what is the actual game mechanic?
It's a fighting game.
It's a fighting
3D
game.
fighting game. But they have a twist.
What's the twist?
Okay, so the twist is not a lot of moves to memorize. Not a lot of various, things like, with Tekken, with all these different combos.
So they're selling it on
everything.
a lack of complexity.
Of simplicity. This game is all about timing.
Okay. About
waiting. About hitting the button at the right time. About picking the ninja, because the ninja will win.
Yeah, that's true.
Pretty much. Yeah, I mean,
there's literally nothing you just said that sounds fun to me.
I mean, still try to.
You like fighting games still?
Actually,
no, you don't.
When's the last time I played a fighting game I really enjoyed?
Street Fighter 4.
Actually, you're right.
That was the last one I've heard you like. That was the last time I looked in your face and you had a genuine smile, as opposed to like, yeah, I played it, I beat up a couple guys. I'm glad I got to use my stick. I'm so happy.
That's pretty much my face over Super Street Fighter 4, right? I'm just like, I played it. I didn't really play much online, but it's just like, yeah.
Yeah. I think that you're kind of done with fighting games.
I think you're
I'm going to come out and say it.
I think you're right. But I will still probably try the trial just to see if this whole timing thing is on the up and up, just because there's not much else to play.
Yeah.
Because honestly, with Dragon Quest IX, that's going to be a huge time sink.
Oh, huge.
On the couch.
And Deathspank is actually feeling where it's going to be really long.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, so I think we got our things covered in probably Singularity. I mean, we have a pretty full week.
We have a lot of games.
Next week.
Absolutely. So that is it for new releases.
Right. We got some shoops, though.
Shoop-a-de-doop.
Thank you, Wookie Monster, for setting up every week. We are on Shoop 98. 2 more, dude. You guys come all out on Shoop 100.
Yeah,
come on.
I want to see. Just
100 options.
Yeah, exactly. Like we kind of get these like rushes and it goes away and comes back, goes away. We've had really, really good shooping lately.
Oh, I know.
Like people have been having a lot of fun with it.
Oh, and I'm hoping actually for 99 we need to remember so we make a lot of stupid faces.
Yeah.
I think that'll be key.
That's not hard for us.
No,
we generally spend the entire show making stupid faces. It's not hard for them to find screen caps.
Yes, and the winner of this week is Balrog's Bane with Baby Zerg Rush.
Awesome.
Yes, I think Hanzo's making his first appearance. In
yes.
She looks like me.
Yeah.
So. I know what's going to win next week, though.
Which one?
Oh, we'll see. Well,
right.
we look at the list, and I think
there's one clear winner.
Clear winner.
And the next up is donations. So we got donations this week from Mitch and Tyler.
Yes, thank you very much for supporting us. We just had to pay for our renewal of NooBTooB.com.
Yeah, that was
I don't
dangerous.
know
I don't know if
there.
any of you guys went to our website today on Friday.
Yeah.
I woke up today and there's a text message from Yuzo where he's like, "We are fucked. NooBTooB is gone."
Well, I'm looking at my I wake up pretty early this morning. I'm looking at my list and Sloth said, GoDaddy, NooBTooB.com expired.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck!
So we went to NooBTooB.com and it was the GoDaddy parking page. It was like, oh my god. So I went to GoDaddy and so I had a credit card stolen when I was traveling in Europe.
Oh, yeah.
And that was the credit card they had on file and they didn't send me any warnings, any emails, whatever.
So they tried to charge you.
So they tried to charge it. The card didn't
gotcha.
exist anymore and then they're just like, oh, well, fuck you in the butt then. So I went and fixed it and I bought NooBTooB for the next millennium. So now we own NooBTooB and all is well. But
yeah, so don't try to camp it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we did have to pay for that. And
so we're talking about donations.
Yes. So it definitely helps us out every week. Thank you very much. We are going to PAX pretty soon. We'll talk about it a little bit coming.
There's a call. Oh wait, listen. I thought we had a call.
Oh, we'll add one. So
anyway, PAX is coming up soon. We are going to buy everybody pizza. That all comes out of your donation money. Thank you guys for donating. You guys make NooBTooB awesome.
Yes. So thank you very much.
Yep.
Each week, we'd like to feature the NooBTooB Army on the show. If you have a funny question, a story, or whatever, please give us a ring.
Yes, and you can contact us toll-free at 888-233-8480 or send your files to feedback@NooBTooB.com. Also, be sure to post them as video responses on YouTube.
Yeah, keep them under a minute if you want to be featured on the show.
And don't forget the yow! So first up,
oh, I'm excited about this.
This is what we want you guys to do. When we tell you guys to make videos and send shit in, Obo Crazy brought it. Oh, let's check it out. No spoilers. Here we go.
Hey, Tobin and Yuzo, this is Obo Crazy. I'm going to be moving to Seattle in the next month, just before PAX, and yeah, I'm going to be there. But I have to get rid of all of my stuff that's pretty much crap or old, and one of the things is I got to get rid of this old laptop. It's about 10 years old. It's pretty decrepit. And so I figured in grand NooBTooB tradition, what better way to get rid of it than shooting it with a shotgun. Are you
let
ready?
it go. Check it. There we go.
Yow!
God, oh man! Yay! I love that she had the foresight to have 3 camera people.
Yeah, she seriously filmed like she did. Michael Bay'd that shit.
Oh, I know.
Like like aliens, like the White House explodes in the background. So thank you, Obo Crazy, for doing this. We like to see things explode.
Yeah, we didn't have to do anything. Like usually, like you guys force us to do something random, like play fucking Ninja Bread Man, or something. But this is great.
This is just Obo Crazy being awesome.
Yes.
You guys should all come to PAX and meet her. She's really cool. She hangs out with us. So
she has a pizza named after her as well. The Obo Crazy.
Really?
Well,
that's right. What is she like? I don't even remember what it was.
Well, it was like lox and cream cheese, I think, or something like that. It was popular. Everybody loved it.
That's right. Everybody got their named pizza. I totally forgot about that.
The HP one was very cheesy.
Very cheesy. So, thank you for sending this in. If you guys want to blow things up or shoot them, we will totally play your videos on the show.
Why not? Wear safety glasses, though. No,
Totally.
she had a glove. That was
She
good.
did. She was wearing sunglasses and a glove. This also makes me really sad to live in the Bay Area. Like when I lived when I lived in Pennsylvania, we would drive 10 minutes out, and you'd be out in the middle of fucking nowhere. We could do skeet shooting in the woods. You could do like just take things in Arizona.
Yeah.
You can drive out in the desert, line up bottles, and get a shotgun.
Could you go to like Santa Cruz and do that? You haven't tried it?
Hippies would kill me. Hippies would
They'd
kill
be so
me.
scared. They'd shit their pants.
That's true. They would. That's true.
No, but I mean, other laws. Like, can you like go to a open area and shoot some guns off?
I highly doubt it.
Really?
I would have to look into it, but I would assume that.
I'm guessing not, because it's California.
It's California. You can't do anything fun here. They've outlawed it.
And I'm guessing you probably won't be able to do that in Seattle.
Probably not.
It's in
You're
the
gonna have to
city
drive
limits.
I don't know where she lives now, but she's obviously somewhere nice and open, which is super cool. So next up is the.
This is a great call. I love this call. This is hilarious.
This is called Tobin Eating Crow. So here we go. This is Lapham King.
Hey, Tobin and Yuzo. This is Lapham King from Ohio. And I just finished watching your E3 episode. Great episode. And just want to say, you guys were talking about Resistance, and you guys were saying how you hated Resistance 1, and you thought Resistance 2 was kind of meh. And Tobin was all like, not really, it kind of sucked. I just wanted to point out, back in 08, Tobin, you had Resistance 2 as your top PS3 game, above Rock Band 2 and Fallout 3. And Yuzo, it was also on your list. So for a game that was so meh, you guys did have it on your Game of the Year list. Just wanted to point that out. Yow.
Wow.
Okay, so in my defense, let me say 2 things first of all.
You were young.
We review a lot of games. Like we review, we play like 3 games a week. Every week for
3 to 5 games.
3 to 5 games
yeah.
a week for 194 episodes. You're talking about like over 1,000 games.
Yes.
Secondly, we drink a lot on this show. So
which kills brain cells, which are responsible for memory.
So here's what really happened. In my brain, every time people kept talking about Resistance 2, I was thinking Killzone 2. I was just it was just kind of like in my head, like because Resistance 2, while good, was forgettable to me. So like
it was.
So after this episode ended last week, you were talking to me about Resistance 2.
Yeah,
and
I was
you're
just like, hey, dude,
how about this? How about this? And
Yeah.
everything you said, I had no recollection of. Like it was as if I had never played the game. It was gone. So this week I went to Blockbuster and I re-rented Resistance 2.
In a result of this voicemail.
Because
that's
of you guys.
hilarious.
It wasn't just this voicemail. On YouTube, there was like 20 comments. People were like, Tobin, why are you saying you like Resistance 2? You said blah, blah. So I didn't like Resistance 1. I thought it was meh.
Oh, it was, and it was meh.
It was
not
meh.
very good. Yeah.
I went back and I played Resistance 2, and it
not bad.
it was not bad. Like
pretty good.
So things have come along. Like it feels dated now when I play it. It feels like there's a lot of elements that could have been a lot tighter.
Yep.
But it's a good game.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I mean,
I take it back. Like I was mistaken. I did enjoy Resistance 2.
I thought it was. I mean, we looked at the review too, and like, wow, what were we on crack when we did it? And I was looking, and I'm like, wow, I talked a lot of good stuff about that game.
Right.
But then you got to put it in context. It was the year 2008. There wasn't shit out on PlayStation 3.
There was nothing.
It was there was no Uncharted 2, none of that stuff.
No Ratchets.
And we were complaining about it pretty much all of 2008. Just like I have not played my PS3. I have not played it.
Right.
So given that, we were doing things we were doing.
And we've fixed the way we do our lists because we used to do lists per console, and we realized that was really stupid because what happened is you get these games that were on multiple consoles. So I
couldn't know what to do.
I didn't really enjoy Fallout 3 as much as you did.
Oh, I loved
it. But I put it on my PS3 list because it was better than the other PS3 game.
Which is just
broken.
Stupid. Yeah.
It was stupid. So now what we do is we say next gen games.
Yeah, next gen, Wii.
Yeah.
Portable.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, hopefully it makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's just like Resistance 2 wasn't bad, but it wasn't awesome.
No, I mean it wasn't memorable. That was the thing. Is I went back and I played it, and the whole thing, like the guns were fun because it was obviously done by the guys that do Ratchet and Clank.
The big things you fight were cool.
The world was epic. You'd come out and there'd be ships everywhere, whatever. But we've played much better games since then. But it is a perfectly good game.
Yes, and much better games does not include Killzone 2, which is what you were remembering.
Did not
which
enjoy
was not
that
very good
at all.
Yes,
so
look great.
But thank you guys for calling us out on this. Like this is the kind of thing we do. We don't get pissed off about this stuff. I love being told that I'm wrong when I'm actually wrong. If I'm not wrong, I'm gonna dick slap your face. I'm not lying.
So you better do your research.
I'm gonna do a little happy dance. You've seen me be right about stuff, and it's not pretty. I get cocky.
I have to. Literally.
I'll rub it in for a week.
Yeah. But thank you, Lock and King, for pointing us out. We are not saints. We do not get things perfect all the time.
No. So. We are two dudes that drink a lot.
Yeah, you gotta grain of salt. Like, take that shit with you when you watch the show the entire time.
That's right. So next up, we got Fat Jackie Chan.
Oh.
Hey, this is Fat Jackie Chan, and I was wondering, there's kind of been like a big debate. Do you guys consider video games to be art? Like a game like BioShock or Shadow of the Colossus? Something that kind of makes you think in a different angle for a different point of view from when you started. Would you count that as like an art form or something of that variety? I was just wondering what you guys were thinking about that. Yow.
Yeah.
Games are so clearly art. This is such a fucking stupid Roger Ebert discussion. We're not even not going to get involved.
I would say the one thing that would be interesting though, at what point did video games become art? Because you got to admit, 80s there wasn't much art at all.
Although
in
the 80s Nintendo games have become some of the most iconic art
in
the world.
What's weird is it's turned into art.
Like there are people now doing Space Invaders as graffiti all over the world, and that's one of the first video games.
I know, but that's the thing. It's just like, do you talk about the commentary on video games that turn into art, or video games? Like, to me, like, you got to think about like the games that turned into art, right? Like Shadow of the Colossus. You can pretty much clearly say that was art, and it was a pretty long time ago.
Yeah.
But were there other games before that where you could say like, yeah, this is clearly, because you look at movies too, like if you look at the early movies, like in the 20s and 30s and things like that, there was clearly a point where it became less of a commercial thing and then it just turned into something more. Yeah. Right? Like Citizen Kane, they always say, like, a lot of people say Citizen Kane is when movies turned into art. Right?
So like, I'm actually very I'm very forgiving. Like I'm very flexible on the definition of art. Like I would say that a lot of things are art because I don't find the discussion.
Like even Super Mario.
Yes, exactly.
Really? Okay.
Because somebody went and crafted a world. They invented a world that you can inhabit. Like, if you read a book,
like
you
Zork
get into the world. I really truly believe if someone creates something that engages me, I can call that art. Like really? I really think that art is large. I think it's a big tent.
So your circle, your Venn diagram of art,
it's huge.
Is like encompasses
it's
many
enormous.
things.
Absolutely.
So, to me, it's just like it's got to evoke. Again, this is stupid, right? It's like what is art, right? But it's like if it evokes emotion, where I can like go back and like always constantly remember, like I remember that time,
right?
But at the same time, it's just like I remember when I beat Zelda for the first time,
yeah,
right? Seriously, like,
but not only that, but you have an emotional connection to Link. Like you think back fondly about these things. Like you'll hear the sounds and you kind of get a chill. Like I really think
music
that
is art, right?
Absolutely,
so, and
music is absolutely
music
art.
And incorporates visual design, which is all art. So it's just like you put them all together. Why does that not become art?
Right. And I mean, if you read Ebert's arguments, they're so absolutely
he's the Jack Thompson of the day. Seriously, he's just a fucking attention whore. It's ridiculous.
So I was reading through like his discussions about how he thought that since a game wasn't presented as it was, since people were choosing their own path, it wasn't like something that was presented to him. So basically, like,
it has to be presented to become
it's ridiculous.
art?
I mean, like, because the thing is books are art, right? And it's like, literature is art. Choose Your Own Adventures books could still be art.
Okay, I don't know if
I'm saying. Come on, you're choosing your own adventure. It's a fucking whatever.
Okay, but so you're saying interactivity of it, but
it does not make
this
it
is
less
bullshit
art.
because you look. I mean, we went to a school with a huge art department, right?
Yeah.
You go to their installations where you go and you hit a button and fucking a bloody tampon comes out.
That's right.
That represents women's struggle, right? with
some other
suffrage.
stupid shit.
Right? The fact that it's interactive, it's still fucking art.
Yeah. I really think that I've. So here's the way that I would look at it is. Very rarely have I met another human being that calls things not art that I didn't think was a douchebag. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of think that if you're the kind of person going around like
an arbiter of art,
I think you're kind of a douchebag, and I want you to shut the fuck up. That's kind of what it comes down to for me.
And I agree. So
so eat a dick. And I don't care that you're crippled. You can still be a stupid asshole that I hate.
Yes.
So next up is Little Gene.
Yes.
Hey, this is Little Gene. That's Little G with a PH. I'm just calling to ask Yuzo what kind of games he's going to introduce his kids to. I mean, I know he's just born, but like, what age do you think you're going to start introducing the games to? Like, I started playing when I was 3, and that was like SNES and stuff. And you're going to get into online and all that. I mean, I know there's a lot of dicks on Xbox Live, but it should be fun. Anyway, love the show. Been watching it since episode 50, and yeah.
Damn, 50?
50. So he's a long-time listener. That's
we were raw back then.
Raw, son! So have you thought about this?
Of course, every day. I mean,
course.
seriously, like I'm actually not getting as much time to play games as I want to, but when I do, like what I'm doing is I'm playing, he's on my chest, or he's in the crib or bassinet next to me. Yeah. So I'm just going like, man, when can I involve him in this love, this joy that I have? And like, I'm thinking about it's just like, okay, well, watching games I think is the first step.
Sure.
So him, instead of like looking at my shirt, looking at the games, right? Looking at the games as I'm playing them, so you can kind of look and see like interactions. Because to me, like I feel that video games will teach.
Oh, I believe
that.
Absolutely. Because I mean, you started to see these patterns, right? You can see, like, I mean, it just even teaches you about the way the world works. Like, you start to notice that blocks hold people up and jumping does this.
Problem solving, motor skill development. I mean, there's a lot that I attest to my own success in life.
To learn what Daddy's cursing sounds like when you fall off of the platform for the 10th time.
There's
fucking
that
shit,
too.
Bitch!
I'm just gonna say farking something else, but so I think that'll be the first step. I want to show him, like, have him be able to watch. He can't even focus very far right now, which is tough. So what I've been talking to other parents, because there's other parents out there that are gamers. They say actually the iPod and the iPad games are actually really good for 1-year-olds. Yeah. So they actually have games specifically made for infants and a little bit higher, where it's just like they show a block and you hit it and it makes a sound. Like it'll be a cow. It's that, and it's game-like.
And those things are tough too. I mean, a kid could like be chewing on an iPhone and nothing would happen.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, those things are really pretty.
And they need motor skill. Like right now, he's like this all the time, right? So it's just like at some point he has to go, moo, right?
Yeah.
So that's the first step, and I've been hearing. So I twittered something about my kid playing, and they're like, "Oh yeah, my kid at 2 did this. My kid at 3 did this." So they're actually saying that they can actually play either more advanced iPad games with the touch, which is very simple, and even kind of hold a controller around 3.
Really?
Like he was saying, he played old NES games. I mean, they probably won't get very far.
Yeah,
right?
but just to be able to even try is.
Oh yeah.
And there's a lot of the cool thing is this is a time where there's a lot of very, very casual games on things like the Wii.
Oh, absolutely.
Where he can play Raving Rabbids or these other games that are pretty or Boom Blocks.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just stuff like that.
This is like he's got to hold it and he's got to.
But
the thing is, like I was playing.
I think he'll surprise you, like how quick he'll pick that shit up.
Dude, he's very strong at this point. For 6 weeks, like
he's beating me up.
His legs are like ridiculously large for some reason. Yeah. He's like he kicks, and I'm like, I hurt. I'm just like, well, kick you. Why?
Nice.
Son, why are you kicking me in the balls? This kind of hurts. I'm trying to teach you.
I'm a sumo child.
Yeah, I know. But one thing that I was playing Lego Harry Potter.
Yeah.
We'll review it in, probably in a couple of weeks. It's a while.
Someday.
But I was just playing. I'm just like, man, I had this just ache. I'm just like, I can't wait till he's old enough to seriously do co-op and then do all this other stuff. And it's really 4 or 5 years.
Lego Harry Potter is getting a lot of huge buzz where it's just like it's this perfect split screen where it would be the great thing to play with your kid. It's like you guys could just sit there and play for however long.
Well, I talked to my brother and he has a 4-year-old boy. And like seriously, like he's like saying like, Daddy, no, you got to go do over here. And it's just like seriously, he's telling him how to play the game. Yeah. I'm just like, the moment that happens, I'm gonna be like, I'm so proud of my son.
Was it you that told me that crazy SimCity story, or was it like I was reading on a website or something? Like there was this guy playing SimCity with like a 4-year-old or a 5. I mean, like basically very young. But the kid is absolutely and utterly unable to understand things like economy or I mean,
it's like 4 or 5, right?
Yeah,
like, I remember
literally unable to do this. So the kid was watching his dad play SimCity for a while, and then the kid's finally like. He's like, well, why don't you try raising taxes? he's suggesting things where it's just like the problem solving of the human brain. The kid doesn't know what a tax is, but he knows he's seen his dad play with the numbers.
You move this thing up a little higher, and you get more money.
Yes. So I mean, the pattern. The reason why humans have succeeded as a race is we are the best pattern matchers in the world.
And
it's
problem
like
solvers,
kids will just hop into this shit and surprise the crap out of you.
Yeah, I think, and it's going to give you the edge. Like everybody that has a new kid that's coming out, like seriously, I think video games are a good thing, not a bad thing in most cases. However, that one thing you talked about online. No!
Do not let your kids online.
Even when he's 15, I'll probably not let him go on Xbox. I feel violated when I go on Xbox Online talking to everybody.
There's no way to keep a 15-year-old kid off of it. That kid's going to be spanking it to dirty shit on the net.
That I'm okay with, right? Dude, he's gonna do it anyway. Like,
yeah, it's true.
You know.
I know.
I'm gonna be like, just be discreet.
Yeah.
Don't show your mom the porn. I'm not gonna look, whatever. I know it's gonna happen. Just be discreet. That's my
yeah, but keeping people from calling your kid a faggot is gonna be one of your largest challenges in life.
It's not that. It's him trying to be like them.
That's true.
Right? Like these are kids.
Like awful little shitbags.
They're awful. They're like the scum of the earth. And like, you know, it's just like, I want my kid to be nice. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm keeping away from you. Right? No, seriously, like, just to be nice.
Keeping people away from me is always a good life plan. Like, whoever they are of whatever age. But here's the cool thing is things like the NooBTooB community.
Yeah.
What you do is you build the circle of people that you trust, where it's like you know that you can play with these people and they're not going to be shitbags.
Yeah, and I'm going to control it, right? I'm going to be like, okay, you can play with your cousins. You can play with people I know. Yeah. You're not going to play with any. Like, that's the thing. At this age, like you see like cam whores, you see all this random stuff with kids, and I'm just like, it scares the fuck out of me.
It should. But just because other kids are doing it doesn't mean it's okay. Like that shit is bad.
It's bad shit. Yeah. So it's just like, but I was never regulated when I was a kid. So like,
I know.
What do you do?
I don't know.
Like I was downloading lots of porn when I was 13, and it was the shittiest porn.
We turned out awesome. We turned out great.
Did we?
So I did. You're okay. I'm awesome.
Gee, thanks. I think that might be it for this episode.
Yes, we're done.
Yes, so that's it for the show this week. Please check out our website, NooBTooB.com, and participate in our forum by clicking on the link at the top of the page.
Yeah, sign up to play with Yuzo's kid when he gets older.
Yeah,
there'll be a little sign-up list.
Yeah, but show your age, all that stuff. Like, fuck you guys. Some of you guys are very cool. But
that's right. So if you're watching this video on YouTube, there's a subscription button over here. Also rate this video with a thumbs up.
It's over here.
Oh, sorry, over here. Yeah. And then thumbs up by touching my naughty bits. And I will thank you for it. That's all for this episode. I'm Tobin Kozaire.
And I'm Yuzo Watanabe. And we actually have confirmation that the 7 people that disliked our video, no more genitals.
We burned their dick clean off.
It's off.
With the power of us.
So remember that before you hit the dislike button.
Don't touch that dislike. I will destroy you.
Fuck you guys. So, audio engineering this week is done by Range. You done goofed.
You done goofed. Leave my daughter alone.
Struck. Thanks for listening. See you next week.
We're out.